welcome back to the channel. So thanks very much for everybody joining us today and welcoming us back on updating the channel and just doing a lot of new things, because loads of things are going to change with us shortly now. So today we're going to do a video that we're pretty much forced to do and we're not really prepared for it. We've moved everything in. I've lost all my extra tubs, all my catch cups, blah blah blah. They're all in the loft and stuff out the way, so we need to get organised. But as you do, being a spider keeper, you have certain ones which just do certain things themselves. And this one, as I said, is the Keang Kracken, Chilobrachys Sp Keang Kracken. And if you can see, we're going to show you in a minute, there's a big female in there, abdomen shrunk. She used to be huge, but she's got an egg sac. And the egg sac has been in for an undisclosed amount of time, but we're probably pushing over a month, we think. Could be wrong. But we're going to have a look in, and also we need to clean this out because you can see the mould, feces, because she's done a tunnel all the way down and around, and there's all sorts of bits and pieces. So these sort of species, when they eat, some of the spiders I have bring up the boluses, which is the leftover carcass of food, and they throw it out. But other ones don't, and this one hasn't. Ever since we fed her, we've never seen any food out. So they're all in her chambers, but they rot, and then they give this different type of mould which goes off. And you can confuse it with mould for the substrate, but this is our new mix which can hold a lot more moisture, so you don't have to water the dish as often, and it still gives off humidity. But there's been absolutely tons of weird bacteria and mould forming, so we need to get rid of it. But I think you can see her there, look, and you can see the sac's huge. Look, considering the size of my face, she is a big spider. So we're going to try and see if we can open and see at what stage these are ready. I was going to leave it inside for her to hatch, but I just think it would be a nightmare trying to redo this enclosure with a load of babies hidden within the substrate. Tunnel, yeah. So I think it would be easier. So we're going to have to try and get her out. Catch cupper in this, which I don't use. I was just panicking because I normally use my round one, but we watched Dave from Dave Beasties. He does it quite comfortable with this, so I just think awkward square tub, but I'm going to try and get that in and have a go, and then we'll have a guess. But what we're going to do is, if you want to leave a comment in the comments once you see if it's a successful egg sac, how many you think there are, the closest person to it, UK only though, contact us. We'll contact you when we know the amount, and within a week from the date of this video, we'll contact the winner and we'll get it sent out to you. So we'll give you a few slings of these if you're interested. So make sure you put the comments in below. Yeah, when we send them out, we don't just, they hatch. When they go into first install and all that sort of stuff, we don't bother sending them out. So we will feed them up so they're stable. If any of you know in the hobby, you feed a first spider its first food, whether you do a drumstick or you give it flies and stuff like that, they eat, but they can still burn through that energy. They need to have a few substantial meals to gain a sizable abdomen, which then they can hold like a food larder. Yeah. If you understand what I mean. So it's reserves. And not naming any names, but a few other places send out as soon as they've got them, and they just die straight away because of the stress. So we've got to get them established, and then we'll send them through too. So it's only the one winner for these, but we'll send you a few, 3 minimum. So we'll send you these of the Keang Kracken, and it's definitely a good species if you haven't got it. They are feisty and they can be defensive, but the ones we have, if you give them a good enclosure like in here, you don't get not even a threat, do you? But I think we're going to get a threat today. So Lucy's our first on the videos with us today, so I'm going to get past the camera over to Lucy while I do it, or do you want to do it the other way?
No, you can.
Yeah, if I pass the camera to Lucy, she can film while I try and do this, and we'll go from there. So I will see you in a second. As always with this species, just take the lids off carefully. If they are very, very hungry, they will move at you quick, but she's normally quite chilled. But obviously today she's not gonna.
Well, she's never out, is she? She's always down in a tunnel since she's made the sac. Hello, Mummy. She's got it stuck to her underside. Like,
now she's holding it with her legs.
Yeah, she's squeezing it between her legs.
She's still being quite calm.
Yeah. Okay, she's dropped it.
Oh, put the lid. A second. there's the sack. So we'll let Lucy do that, and we'll rehome her again so you can see it in a second. But if we deal with this sack, right.
Oh, she's gone down.
She got the roach, but we're going to have to clean her anyway. Okay, so Lucy's just slightly breaking into it now gently. What we'll do is I'll add it on afterwards, us rehousing her into a nice clean enclosure again, so you get to see that be rehoused. But she is quite calm, and you could see that she was looking after that very well, so she's a very good mum.
She did it perfectly.
But like I said, we've got no idea, because we're moving home, how or when she dropped the sack, so we don't know if it's a week. Well, we know it's at least a month, isn't it?
Yeah. These should be really good, because she's kept it dry, she's held it the whole time, rotating it.
Really strong, isn't it?
Yep.
Don't know if it's eggs with legs actually. Has it gone bad? Definite eggs, so it's obviously taking a little bit longer on this one.
I can see a bit of black.
Oh, is there mould?
I don't know, you look good.
There's quite a lot in there. Right, do you want to get the tub? See if we can tip them out. Does look a bit black in the middle though. There is probably some that have gone off, but if we can separate these and get them out, then they should be okay. They all look good.
Yeah, they do.
So I'm glad we've got them out. We've got a couple that are black, which if they stick with other good eggs, they tend to go on to the good eggs. So the good eggs end up turning bad.
We contaminate them.
Yeah. So.
Well, she's certainly done a perfect job of keeping them.
Isn't she? 3 weeks at least. She's done well, but we need to get that one out. They stick to the eggs, that one there.
How many do you think there is in there?
Okay, so there's the final count of the eggs. They all look good. So we'll keep monitoring on them and we'll let you know. But if you want to have a guess at how many there are, the closest to the actual number will win 2 to 3 of these slings.